Greetings and welcome to another Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team video. Today I'm going over the Las Vegas Open for 2024, which is shaping up to be the world's biggest kill team event ever. But before I get into things, please remember to like and subscribe as well as comment. Let me know what you thought of today's video. Are you interested about LVO or hyped? Let me know. And remember, I've got a Discord you can check out in the episode description below for free, and a affiliate link at Element Games, and a Patreon if you want to give me some more support. But yeah, if you weren't aware, I did a podcast on LVO with Dakota, who is the TO for it, about 6 weeks ago, I think, and we talked over, well, the Las Vegas Open from this year, 2023, as well as 2024, and how it's shaping up. And this is kind of a continuation, brief summarization of that. So if you want to hear more about Dakota and LVO from himself, you can check out the podcast, which will be in the episode description below, which is my Critcast podcast. But yeah, I am talking about the Las Vegas Open for 2024, which I can confirm via breaking news from Dakota himself is going to be the world's biggest kill team event ever, with 150 tickets sold out of 200. So far, with about 7 weeks to go, we've got 150 players, which smashes the record for players, because the last record was, I think originally it was Spain with 94 players from 2022. And then we had Warhammer Fest with 114 this year in May. And now LVO in January, like January, the third week of January, 18th to the 20th, is going to be 150 players at least. And hopefully we can get to 200, because that would be amazing. Before we go into the full things about the tournament, I'll talk about LVO itself and the tournament schedule, right? So if you remember last year, it was like Friday was the casual tournament. Then you had 8 rounds, I think, or was it 6 rounds? Something like that on the Saturday, Sunday, right? And then you had your top placements after that. So it was quite condensed. I think we did like round 1. No, it was 4 rounds each day, something like that. It was really tightly packed. And it was basically round 1 and 2 break. Then you had round 3 and 4. So they were kind of back to back, because they're also an hour and 45 minutes. But I'll show the pack on stream now, because you can, this will be in the episode description, because Dakota is mostly final, like pretty much final. So for this tournament format, you're split into 2 groups, because there's nearly 200 players now. So you've got Group A and Group B. So Group A will play on Open on Friday, while Group B will play Into the Dark. And then on Saturday it flips. And then the top 8 from those combined groups plays in the final on Sunday, whereas everyone else has the option to play in another continuation tournament where it's more like a battle for best of the rest, like just a nice fun continuation tournament. But it's 3 rounds each day, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Each round is 2 hours with a minimum half an hour break, right? Which is really cool, because Dakota, he took feedback from this year's LVO, where it was kind of like 15 minutes between rounds, an hour and 45. So it was kind of like people were playing back to back, including myself. So he's like, you know what? Everyone's basically finished by 4:30. So you have more time to do stuff. You will want to go to the strip, go like meet friends, socialize, that kind of thing. He's given more stuff. There's going to be like on the Friday and Saturday, definitely on the Friday, there's going to be some narrative, like casual events, like I think Into the Dark. So like some night games, not actual Into the Dark, just playing at night up to until I think 11 p.m. And it's basically to give everyone like proper space, because the problem I have with a lot of tournaments, you see a lot of tournaments now with like 4 rounds in a single day and only like 15-minute gaps with an hour and 45, so it's quite tense. Whereas this one, even though it's still the Las Vegas Open, like the biggest Warhammer event pretty much outside of the World Championships, it's still very spaced out. You have enough time. You have 2 hours for each game. You have a minimum half an hour break. You've got 45 minutes for lunch each day. And it's just really nicely spaced out. I think the only change to that is on the Sunday, because they have to finish by 5, where it's just 15-minute breaks, but you still get your 2-hour games, and there's still only 3 rounds. And I really like this format. There's also a narrative event, which, as per the time of recording, has sold out with, I think, 16 to 24 players. And like Dakota said, they're going to be like a jungle event. It's going to be really fun. But that is the schedule so far. So now the other cool thing is terrain, because as I already mentioned, Group A plays Open, then Into the Dark on the Friday and Saturday, whereas Group B plays Into the Dark, then Open, and then on the final day it's mixed. But Dakota's already put out his terrain pack. I believe it's mostly finalized, But the cool thing about this is he's using his terrain, which is his custom-made MDF acrylic terrain, which in my opinion is the best terrain pretty much for Kill Team, because Dakota custom builds it with specific dimensions for Kill Team and then play tests it with lots of people rigorously to make sure these layouts and terrains are fun and functional. Because the biggest problem I have with other MDF terrain providers is it's just kind of like haphazardly made it for Kill Team, whereas Dakota like puts all his work into it. And once again, you can find it on Luster's Workshop. So he's got the key for the open maps, so you can see what is going to be used here. And then for the Into the Dark, this is the really fun part. He's actually designed asymmetrical layouts, which you can use with the standard GW kit. And I believe he's also making his own, but no. He was making his own, but he's using the GW kit. But he's actually designed asymmetrical layouts, which I think is really cool. So far, he's only done 6, and I believe the other 4 are still in testing. But we played some of them at the New York Open. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm really hyped for this because I really love asymmetrical layouts, and I think it's the only thing Into the Dark's missing. Now, a key thing you can notice, he's kind of changed the maps a bit, so secure unexplored rooms is a little bit harder to do. So like on map 1, you've got 2 rooms to fight over for. You can only score in once on map 2. Map 3, you can only score it once again over here. From this side. If you're from that side, you can score it twice, so it becomes more important for which side you select. And then you can't really score it in map 4. Map 5, you can only get it about once. And then this map 6, you can get it twice, but it's a lot harder. And then you still got 4 more layouts to do. But it's really cool. I think asymmetrical layouts are amazing, and his ones seem really interesting. They are a little bit more open, but the way it's placed so far has been pretty fun, and he's got 4 more to come, which is what I'm really hyped about. So yeah, with all the terrain and layouts out of the way and format, I'll go over like on my giveaway and stuff. So like for the New York Open, I'm doing a giveaway for a free tournament ticket, not plane ticket, right? Tournament ticket to LVO, right? Because I want this event to be the biggest. Well, it is going to be the biggest, but let's go for 200. Why not? We've got 150. Let's go even further. If you like, comment, and subscribe, and then make sure you check when I respond to you, because last time at the New York Open, almost no one responded, even though I had mentioned them in their comments. But I'll pick someone at random next Monday, because this video will go live this Monday, the 4th of December. So on the 11th, I'll do the draw. And yeah, we'll find out. You just get a free ticket. Tournament ticket, right? I've already invested in the big package because I was like, I liked LVO this year. You know, that's just my way to support the event, because I think Dakota at Luster's Workshop, he does a great service to the community and this game. And if you want to buy your own tickets anyway, I'll put the links to Luster's Workshop in the episode description below. But if you don't want to, or you can't go, because, you know, the thing about LVO is at this point, I've probably done the video too late, but it's my fault. I did do the podcast earlier, 6 weeks earlier. But there's still ways you can support Dakota and Luster's Workshop and his team at Squad Games if you don't want to play or can't go, because he's got t-shirts that you can purchase from here on Luster's Workshop. These will be shipped after Kill Team LVO. So it's either the t-shirt or the hoodie. So you can buy those now and they'll be sent off after LVO. I'm going to buy the t-shirt myself, or I might buy the LVO Deluxe package as I showed there. But it's just really cool. So you've got multiple ways to support Dakota and Luster's Workshop, because he doesn't only just run LVO. He runs tons of, I think most of the events on the West Coast. And he's a really good tournament organizer and person, and you should support him in Squad Games, because they do a monthly podcast. It'll be all down in the episode description below. But why would you want to go to LVO, where it is the biggest Kill Team event in the world, and from a competitive standpoint, it is the last place you can get ITC points for this season of Kill Team, this season of ITC in general. And because so far it's 250 players, 150 players, 9 rounds, and it will be an undefeated winner, I think you're going to get at least 300, maybe even more points for winning. So depending on who wins, that will catapult them to first place in the rankings, which is fun. Even if you don't care about ITC, you could play at LVO and it could boost you into the top 10 in the world, which is really cool. And I think depending on who goes, there could be some surprise upsets to who finishes in first or however in like the end of the year. Because last year, Ace finished first, and then I think it was Carlos in second, Lazarus in third, and me in fourth. And this year at the moment it's Ace in first, Adrian from New York in second, and Dan from the UK in third. So that could all change depending on what happens at LVO and who goes. So it's going to be really fun, but it's going to be a great event. So overall, LVO is going to be fun. It's at the Las Vegas in Rio, so it's the third week of January. And, you know, it's very likely to be a golden ticket event as well, because last year's LVO and the year before that were all golden tickets. You know, last year was won by Orion. He is a great player, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's looking to reclaim his crown, because he is the great eagle of America. But it's so fun. Like, even if you don't go there for winning, it's so fun to play. That's why I'm going again. You meet so many amazing people. There's so much fun things to do at the event, because Games Workshop will do seminars, they'll do reviews, preview seminars, they'll have like stations, and it's just going to be fun. Like, so fun. Even at the Rio itself, like, I think it's been renovated this year. Like, I'm happy because I get to see Penn and Teller again, but there's also the strip if you want to go out. Me and my friends are going to organize going to like the buffet at Caesar's Palace. It's going to be so cool. But it's just, what I love about these international events is just being able to meet so many people. I know some French people are going to LVO this year. You know, I've interested some UK people to come, not to 2024, but to 2025. It's, for me, the real premier kill team event, because it's all run independently. Like, Dakota dedicates his life to kill team at the moment, and it's even like there's no how, like, because the world championships of Warhammer are cool, but you have to qualify to get there, whereas LVO, it is probably the toughest but funnest tournament I've played at, and probably will be in the world, because it's 9 rounds spaced over 3 days. But it's still, like, even if you don't play to win, there's just so much fun things to do. And as I said, like, Dakota's got a great narrative schedule planned. There's going to be some fun things planned. Like, we're working on doing stuff because it will be streamed as well. He'll be streaming it on Squad Games. So there's some fun things we're going to try and show off based on player scheduling, because I will be there, Orion will be there, Chris Backey will be there. So, you know, you've already got 3 or 2 huge names, and then myself, right? But it'll be fun. So we're going to try and organize stuff, so even if you can't play, you'll be able to watch the action live at home. And there's just going to be tons of stuff we're going to try and do to make it great, because it's trying to show how good Kill Team can be. And LVO itself is a big celebration of Warhammer, and it's just trying to show that back. So even if you don't go or you can't go, there's ways to support the tournament even if you can't. And if you are planning to go, you know, right, in a week, you could have a free ticket there. So all you do have to sort out is the hotel and plane, right? Or car, or however you travel there. But I'm just happy it's so far at minimum 150 players, because that's insane. They smashed it. Dakota and his team, they did such amazing work, and I can't wait to see what LVO is. But that's pretty much it from me today. Please remember to like and subscribe, as well as comment. Let me know what you thought of today's video. Are you hyped for LVO? Like, are there any things you'd like to see? You know, let me know in the episode description, and I can inform you more, like, you know, pass it to Dakota. And remember, I've got a Discord you can check out in the episode description below, and a Affiliate Element Games, and a Patreon if you want to give me some more support, as well as all the links to Dakota and Luster's Workshop and Squad Games, which I'll put in the episode description below. And if you want to check out my Patreon, I'll quickly shout out now. So for my Adepts of the Crit, I have Tom, Sam, Nick, Mr. Meat Ward, John Thomas, Dad of Golden's Ben, and then for my Veterans of the Crit, I have Sam. So thank you so much for all your support. It really means a lot to me and helps support the channel. But yeah, this is gonna be cool. Can't wait. I'm prepping for LVO as we speak. I will have a special suit for LVO. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be so cool. I can't wait to play again. It's so fun. Like, my big events of the year outside of Warhammer World are always Nova and LVO. So it's like, because of Dakota, I'm now hooked to LVO. Like, it's just so much fun. So much fun. And I think sometimes it still gets bad press from 2 years ago and older, but I think so much has changed. People just have missed out, and hopefully this informs more people and encourages more people to go, because as I said, even if you're not going there to win, it's still a fun event. Dakota runs great tournaments. Like, you're gonna have a good time. So until next time, remember, no matter what happens in Las Vegas, it stays in Las Vegas unless you can roll a crit.